Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Release every day's video. The beer's courtesy of Mike. Thanks so much, Mike. I really appreciate it. This is awesome. It's a Monkish beer. It's super fresh Monkish. It is like 10 days old. So that's crazy on the West Coast, or sorry, on the East Coast to get a beer from the West Coast this fresh. It is Love Spectrum Double IPA, 8.5% ABV, and it says Grateful Monk. I'm assuming because it's rainbow color, this must be for Pride Month, so that's awesome that Monkish did that. As someone who's not a bigot, I support that, so it's awesome. And if you're a bigot, educate yourself. Let's get into it. Got a little on the side. But I was quick with that paper towel. That was impressive. All right, so it's got that very dark orange. In the middle, I could say burnt orange, but definitely very dark orange. A little bit of yellow on the outside. Kind of like pineapple juice and orange juice mixed together. Only about half a finger ahead, so not a ton ahead. And I thought I poured it pretty aggressive. I mean, I did spill some. But yeah, the head it's white with a yellowish tinge to it, which makes sense, you know, given what color the head typically is and then what color the beer is and how that could influence head color. But yeah, not a lot of head. Definitely looks in that IPA, double IPA sort of realm for, well, New England style anyway. But yeah, looks awesome. A little bit more yellow than I think I gave it credit for initially, but a good amount of orange in there. Let's get into the aroma. So speaking of orange, I do get that. I get a kiss of lemon as well. Yeah, it's very much, in a super refreshing and pleasant way, it's very much when you're like opening up an orange, a tangerine, and like those oils are released, you know, and it's very intense, and you're getting a little bit of that like pithiness with that citrus zest. So you get that definitely from the orange quality, but the lemon as well. So yeah, it's super refreshing that way. I mean, I could get a little bit of pineapple. They don't put hops, so I have no idea what the hops are in here, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did have Galaxy or something that kicks out pineapple. Not overly ripe. Like, this is ripe fruit. In some of the more recent reviews, you know, I've been trying to like specify where on that ripeness scale the fruit that's coming through is. This is just ripe. It's not like overly ripe or you got to throw it out soon kind of ripe. This is ripe fruit. Kiss of passion fruit. Oh, man, a little bit of mango. Yeah, so it's very tropical. I mean, it does lead citrus. I think that's obvious from how much I've harped on that, but definitely has a nice like tropical kick as well. And yeah, just really nice ripe fruit. Like, some people I know don't like, or they're kind of getting down on the super sweet, overly ripe, like disgustingly ripe fruit. This is not that far. Let's see about the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Mike. Yeah. So glad I mentioned the aroma not being overly sweet. This beer is also not overly sweet. It has some sweetness, don't get me wrong. But then that bitterness kicks in, that dryness kicks in. Kind of drinks more like an IPA than a double IPA, right? They're calling it a double, right? Or did I make that up? Yeah, they're calling it a double. For me, it drinks more like a big IPA, or like maybe like an Imperial Pale Ale. You know how some people will say, you know, Imperial IPA or Imperial Pale Ale versus a double IPA. This probably hits me, if I wanted to have that conversation and make that distinction, as more of an Imperial Pale Ale, because it does retain so much of that bitterness. Now, for my juice heads, don't worry. There is some nice sweetness. Like the aroma, you get that orange. You get just a kiss of lemon. I'm going to say less than I got in the aroma. I do get some of that tropical stuff. You get that mango. You get a soft peach. I wonder if Nelson's a hop in this, because I saw, or I got the lemon, and then there, excuse me, with that dryness, kind of reminds me of that white wine thing. You could tell me, this is one of those beers, you could tell me a lot of hops and I'd believe you. But yeah, it's just, you get that hit of juice, but then you do get a bigger hit of like, this is what an IPA tastes like. I'm all in on that. I love that. Yeah, this is fantastic. Thanks again, Mike. I really appreciate it. Have you guys had this beer before? Do you like your IPAs more on the juicy side, more on the bitter side, somewhere between? Depends on the day. I'm probably more depends on the day, but I like everything and all of that stuff too, which I'm really lucky. But anyway, anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. Snow Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.